Now, when we see the profile of the skull in different views, this is the norma frontalis, this is the norma lateralis, this is norma verticalis, and this is norma occipitalis. This is norma basalis. Now, let us learn about norma verticalis in detail. It is a profile of the skull, that is the outline of the skull when viewed from above. So when viewed from above, this norma verticalis, we can see the skull is ovoid in shape and narrower in front than behind, and maximum breadth is at the region of the parietal eminence. This is the parietal eminence over here. Now, the calvaria or the vault of the skull is formed by 4 bones, that is the squamous part of the frontal bone and the 2 parietal bone and the squamous part of the occipital bone. The bones of this skull, they are flat bones ossified in membrane and consist of an outer table and an inner table. The middle layer has a vascular tissue known as the diplo. The inner table is thinner and more brittle than the outer table. In the calvaria, the periosteum covering the outer and the inner surfaces of the bones are respectively called as the pericranium and endocranium. The pericranium and the endocranium of individual bones are connected to each other through the sutural membranes which provide the bone growth. The ossification in the sutural membrane goes on till the ages of 30 and 40 years, when the membrane is replaced by bones, resulting in synostosis. The 3 main sutures seen in the vault are, here you can see this is the sagittal suture. Sagittal suture, it is present between the 2 parietal bones. This is the coronal suture. It is present between the frontal bone and the parietal bones. And this is the lambdoid suture. You can appreciate better here. This is the lambdoid suture. It is present between the occipital bone and the parietal bones. Now, the premature synostosis of the cranial sutures gives rise to a deformity of the skull known as craniostenosis, which depends on the particular sutures that become fused. If the sagittal suture closes early, the skull becomes long and narrow with a ridge along the closed sagittal suture. The condition is called as scaphocephaly. premature closure of the coronal suture and the lambdoid suture, it results in a sharp pointed head known as acrocephaly. Now, the meeting point between the coronal suture and the sagittal suture, here this area is called as bregma. The intersection between the sagittal suture and the lambdoid suture is called as the lambda. Here you can see a bone that is called as Vernian bone. They are also known as intrasutural bones. They are extra bone pieces that can occur within a suture in a skull. They are very irregular and isolated bones that can appear in addition to the usual centers of ossification in skull. Now, coming to this parietal eminence, it's also called as tuber. It represents the region of maximum convexity of each parietal bone. Coming to the vertex is the highest point of the skull and is situated on a sagittal suture a few centimeters behind the bregma.